Hi, this is Deidre or Dee Omahen, and I am very excited for my first interview on the Park Bench site. I get to interview Dr. Levrini, and she's a well-known influencer and business owner in Nocatee, and so I wanted to start with her, and she owns Psych Ed Connections.
Thanks for having me.
You're welcome. So I've always wanted to know how you got into the field, and can you tell us a little bit about your background?
Oh yeah, sure. So let's see, back in the 2005 to 2008 period, I was working on my doctorate at Florida State under Dr. Francis Pravat, who was one of the leading researchers in what's considered ADHD coaching, which is a specific intervention for college age and above for ADHD issues like executive functioning problems, organization, time management, self-regulation, all the aspects of ADHD that get affected. And for those who either don't want to have medication or just in conjunction with medication need behavioral help, they developed this intervention at Florida State, and they were researching it at the time and gathering evidence for its success. So I became part of this big research team and really fell in love with the intervention, fell in love with the clients. And so when I graduated and started my own private practice, I decided that I really wanted to put a lot of focus and emphasis on that population.
Wow. Okay. That's amazing.
Yeah.
And what is your doctorate in?
It is in counseling psychology and school psychology. It's a combined PhD.
Wow. That's amazing. And then what services do you offer?
So we've grown over the years. When I first started the practice, like I said, it was really focused on that ADHD coaching. I started originally in the Washington, D.C. metro area, and then when we moved down here in 2014, I expanded the practice. I found that the Nocatee area was really in need of services, whereas DC was just saturated with professionals. We really needed some more services around here. So I recruited several psychologists, some who are experts in assessment. So they do psychoeducational assessment for children, cognitive assessments, ADHD assessments for adults, even some neuropsychological evaluations. So I have a team that I call my assessment team that really focuses on that stuff, and then I have what I call my clinical team that I'm more in charge of. And between all of us, I have probably now about 10 or so therapists on my clinical team. Wow. And between all of us, we really cover just about everyone who could possibly need any sort of therapeutic intervention. So I have a couple people that do play therapy for little children, all the way up to people that work and specialize in more geriatric populations. So family therapy, couples, pretty much you name it, and we can work with it.
So you're saying you serve every age group?
Every age group and okay. every disorder. If you can find it in the DSM, we'll pretty much cover it.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then what makes you unique is that it's not just psych, it's also the education component?
Right, so that's, I chose the name originally because of how the ADHD really pulls into the education. A lot of our kids and adults have learning issues in addition to, so we aren't just focused on the talk therapy piece, but we really have a behavioral and cognitive component that we like to work in, and we will work with kids on, even something as simple as, how to use a planner and manage your time, how to map out your time, or how to motivate yourself when you're, maybe you've got the plan there, but you can't seem to get it done. All those pieces. So there really is an educational piece that goes into all of that, and just understanding your disorders, even there's an educational component to that.
Right. Okay. And then what would you say, what are your two favorite things about living in Nocatee?
Oh wow. My top favorite thing is just as a mother, all the opportunities that my kids have here, and just watching them have the childhood I would have died to have.
Yes.
And being able to offer that to them is just amazing. So that's definitely my favorite, and we've been very happy with the schools and just about everything in terms of raising our kids here. What else? The wildlife, I guess I would say.
Yeah, that's a good one. There's good wildlife here.
I'm a big fan of the wildlife, so it's cool to see the hogs and the alligators and
The snakes.
and then the big huge birds that we don't get up north and all
Yeah.
that stuff. Yeah.
Okay. You get to.
Abigail Levrini.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. So how do you let the children of Nocatee have a chance to do stuff?
Okay, so
Yeah.
yeah, gotcha. Yeah, I like to be to involve our business and our family in the community. I think that's one of the great aspects of living and working in the same place. And as you know, one of the main events that I've started these past going on 6 years is the Psych Ed Connections Turkey Trot. We do a 10K and a 5K, a kids fun run, and a parade, a golf cart parade, every Thanksgiving morning. It is a blast, and it's grown over the years to nearly, I think we had 700 people participating this
Wow.
before pre-COVID. We had to do a virtual event this past year, but we'll be back in full force this 2021 year. And it's great because it's a fun event. It brings everyone together, and on top of it, we give a lot of our proceeds to charity, which is great. And the charity specifically is St. John's Cares, which keeps all the money within our county. There's actually a lot of need within our county in the southern part that we don't in Nocatee necessarily see, but it's there, and it's great to know that we can help those people out. We also did a kids farmers market a couple years ago.
Yes.
That was really fun. The kids got an opportunity to sell their wares, and yeah, we're always trying to come up with new ways to get involved.
What is your favorite thing that you've done in work-wise?
My favorite thing that I've done in my job, I would say that my favorite thing is when I get a call or an email from a client that I have not heard from in years, because I've been doing this now for 12 years. So I, on occasion, out of the blue, will get a phone call or an email from, maybe it was a teenager who's now a young adult, that just wants to say thank you. They want to say, even if they might say, I didn't really appreciate it when I was getting the help, but now at this point in my life, I really see how valuable that was, and I really appreciate it, and that's the best feeling.
And what is the favorite thing that you have done in Nocatee?
My favorite thing that I have done in Nocatee,
There's a lot of stuff.
there is a lot of stuff. What's your favorite thing you've done in Nocatee?
Maybe showing my friends Nocatee, because I know I remember when my friends come, I show them the stuff in Nocatee.
Are they just amazed
Yeah.
by where you live? Yeah.
They
We're
get
pretty
really
lucky to live
excited.
here, aren't we?
They get really excited.
Yeah. I'd agree. I think that's a great thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
We'll go with yours.